Hello viewers, I'm your friendly guide, Mr. Smart. I want to welcome you to the first episode of the biography of Robert Kiyosaki. He is well known for his best-selling book of personal finance, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. He's written this book like a story based on his own life. The book teaches simple yet effective principles of money and entrepreneurship. Mr. Smart has made a separate series of animated lessons based on Robert's book. Links to these videos are in the description for your convenience. I definitely suggest checking them out if you haven't. In 1956, when Robert was 9, he was excluded from a friend's birthday party. To make matters worse, Robert later found out that the reason he wasn't invited was because the friend felt that Robert wasn't rich enough. The broken-hearted 9-year-old was so upset that he finally told his father all about it. Seeing his child quite upset, and after hearing the reason why, Robert's father calmly advised him to learn to make money. Robert's father further suggested him to use his own brains to make money. Robert's father was an educator. Although he was brilliant with academics, he was unable to mentor Robert when it came to matters of wealth. After all, he himself was caught up in the rat race of get up, go to a job, and pay bills. This was Robert's biological father, whom he refers to as Poor Dad in his book. The next day, Robert had a brainstorming session with his best friend Mike, who was also excluded from the birthday party of the rich kids in town. It was during this meeting that Mike came up with an idea, inspired by something he read in a science book, and from here a business partnership between the two was formed. The two newly minted 9-year-old businessmen went from house to house asking their neighbors for all their used toothpaste tubes, rather than just throwing them away. Everyone was curious what these two little kids were going to do with all those toothpaste tubes, but the young entrepreneurs would not divulge their business secret. It took a few days to collect enough raw materials to start production, but when they were finally ready, they set up a production line in Robert's house. On the very first day of being up and running, Poor Dad visited. He was shocked when he saw what was happening. They took his words to heart all right and were making money. He found the two hard at work, melting down used toothpaste tubes to cast nickels out of lead. Back in those days, toothpaste tubes were made out of lead, not the plastic ones that we have today. Well, Poor Dad burst into laughter, and then he eventually explained to the ambitious kids that it's illegal to cast nickels out of lead, because you could turn around and use them in vending machines to make purchases. It's called counterfeiting. So the two innocent but inspired kids were literally making money to get rich. These two budding entrepreneurs had a burning desire to get rich. They just didn't understand yet how to get there legally or practically. Now, I'm going to ask you to digest that for now. And wait until the next episode to find out what the kids do next and who the rich dad is. My friends and viewers, does this story relate to you or maybe someone around you? Do you want to be smart when it comes to wealth, but you just don't know where to start? Let us know in the comments section below. But between you and me, if the answer is yes, then this little introduction of Robert Kiyosaki and the animated lessons of his book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, right here at Mr. Smart are definitely a great place to start. Mr. Smart creates these animated videos to inspire you to lead a smart life physically, mentally, emotionally, and financially. This series of animations based on the life of Robert Kiyosaki is part of this effort. You can learn many lessons from Robert's book to become financially smart. Subscribe to your very own YouTube channel, Mr. Smart, if you want to learn to lead a smart life. And yes, don't forget to hit the bell button for notifications so that you don't miss any episodes. What are you waiting for? It's totally free and it's totally for you.